Hi friends, it's day 24 of 100 days, 100 ways to study your scriptures. I'm so glad you could join me. Today I want to talk about just different ways of organizing your scripture study. We've been talking about that quite a bit over the last 24 days. These scriptures are from my daughter-in-law. She was Sister Steenblick, now she's Sister Nielsen, and she served her mission in Uruguay. So she's got the Spanish Bible, Spanish triple combination, of course, but I thought she had a really nice way of organizing her scriptures, so I asked if she would mind if I showed you, and she didn't mind if I showed you. She just, she's more behind the scenes-y kind of person, whereas I'm more in front of the camera kind of person. So what she did, she said at first she just would read her scriptures and then mark whatever stood out to her. But then as she kind of got more into it, and she had some foot problems on her mission, so she had time to sort of stay home a little bit extra during the day. And this is what she came up with as a way of marking her scriptures. So first thing she did was she bought these little teeny tiny little stickies here. So they're just little sticky bookmarks, but they're really, really narrow. Like this, you can see. And she would just put them so they little teeny bit came off the page so that she could see them. So what she has here is different things that she was interested in studying. So this top portion, I'm just trying to remember here. This one here, this portion here is all of the characteristics of Christ from Preach My Gospel. So there's like faith, hope, charity, virtue, and so on. And so she would, when she was reading her scripture, she would go through, and if she found a scripture about hope, then she would mark it there. And the way she marked it, so these aren't really color-coded because she would just run out of scripture markers, pages. So she would just put in the little blue tab and then outline in blue the things that she was talking about here. And so that's how she was able to see what she was marking for that. Then she went through and she talked about the plan of salvation and the different things in the plan of salvation. So she's got the atonement and the premortal. This is Adam and Eve here, death, resurrection. So she would go through and mark those. What else did she do? Different themes, and she did it on the bottom. You can see that. So different themes and things, she did it on the top that she wanted to study or that were interesting to her, like personal revelation, light, just various things like that that she was interested in. So I wanted to show you one little thing in here. She said as she went on and got more and more into her mission, she would find quotes, or she would find things from the different conferences that they went to as missionaries, and she would write the quotes in here, or sometimes she would even put cross references, write out the cross references and keep them right in her scriptures here. And then I thought this looked really cool. She would take a Sharpie pen, not the little Sharpie markers that are like permanent and they go through your paper, but just the Sharpie pen. And then any like words or phrases that really stuck out to her, she would write over the words so they would stick out. But the great thing is when you turn it over, they don't bleed through the page. So these are Sharpie pens. And they work great. And they also come in lots of different colors. If you don't want to just do them in blue, she said you can do those in lots of different colors. So I thought that was just a fantastic way to do it. So this is her triple combination. And then in her Bible, she said she just tried to keep it as much the same as possible. So like it was easier to find and use when they were the same in both books as much as possible. All right, so that is a fantastic way of organizing your study of the scriptures. So I hope you have a great time studying your scriptures today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.